Part 2. When the laugh would not let go, the laughter followed Daniel home. And this time, it did not stop at the door. Daniel told himself the funeral was over and done with. By the next morning, he believed things would return to normal. People would forget. Life would move on. It always did. But the town did not forget. When Daniel walked into the local grocery store, conversations slowed. A woman stopped talking mid-sentence. An old man stared at him opally. His eyes filled with anger. Daniel felt it, the weight of their judgment, but he lifted his chin and walked past them. "They're just emotional," he muttered. "They'll get over it. At work, it was worse." Daniel laughed at a joke only he understood, and the room went silent. His co-worker, a quiet man whose mother had recently died, looked at him with pain in his eyes. "You think everything's funny," the man said softly. "Even things that break people." Daniel opened his mouth to reply, but the words came out wrong. Instead of an answer, a short laugh escaped him. He covered his mouth, surprised. It hadn't been planned. The man shook his head and walked away. That night, Daniel lay in bed staring at the ceiling. The house felt different to quiet, yet somehow crowded. He turned onto his side and closed his eyes. Then he heard it, a soft laugh. It was distant, almost gentle, like someone laughing in another room. Daniel sat up quickly. The sound stopped. He waited, heart beating fast. "Get a grip," he whispered to himself. He lay back down. The laugh came again, closer this time. It wasn't loud, but it was clear. It sounded exactly like his own laugh. Daniel jumped out of bed and searched the house. The living room was empty. The kitchen was dark. The bathroom mirror reflected his tired face, pale and tense. The laugh stopped. He didn't sleep at all that night. Days passed, and the laughter followed him everywhere. Sometimes it came at night, sometimes during the day. Sometimes it was only a breath, other times it was sharp and sudden. Each time, his body reacted before his mind could explain it. Daniel grew tired. His eyes became red and sunken. His hands shook slightly. At work, he started laughing at the wrong moments during serious meetings, during bad news, during silence. "I can't help it," he told his boss when he was warned. "It just happens." His boss stared at him. "You need help," he said quietly. Daniel left early that day and wandered through town. Without thinking, his feet led him toward the graveyard. The gate stood open. The place was empty, quiet except for the wind. He stood in front of Elias Moore's grave. "I didn't mean it like that," Daniel said aloud, his voice low. "I wasn't trying to hurt anyone." The air felt colder. Daniel laughed suddenly, short and sharp, and slapped his hand over his mouth. His eyes widened. "Stop," he whispered. "Just stop." The laughter came again, not from his mouth this time, but from his head. Memory surfaced, faces he had mocked, tears he had ignored, pain he had laughed away. Each memory felt heavier than the last. For the first time, Daniel understood something he had avoided his whole life. He had never allowed himself to feel pain. He had hidden from it behind laughter. And now, pain was forcing itself into him, loud and demanding. That night, Daniel tried to cry. He sat on the edge of his bed and thought about Elias Moore's daughter, about the look on her face when Daniel laughed. His chest tightened, his throat burned. But instead of tears, laughter came out, loud, broken, uncontrollable. Daniel bent forward, gripping his hair, laughing until his stomach hurt. When it finally stopped, he felt empty. The town grew quieter around him. Friends stopped calling. Neighbors avoided him. Children whispered when he passed. Daniel was alone with his laughter. And slowly, painfully, he learned a hard truth. When you refuse to respect other people's pain, you don't escape suffering, you delay it. And when it finally comes, it comes without mercy. Stay tuned for part 3. Thanks for watching.